Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign and today we are going to go over why shields are just so much better than armor and what we can do to help fix the massive gap between the two. Remember to like and sub if you haven't already. This is your one-stop shop for everything Eve Echoes. So to start off, we're going to go through some stats courtesy of Nina and Crazy Swede. We will go over the differences stat-wise between shield and armor and then explain why shields are just that much stronger even if they don't seem like it at first. The faction medium shield booster heals for 284 at 155 gigajoules every 6 seconds, and then the faction medium armor repper heals for 426 at 131 gigajoules every 9 seconds. So over 18 seconds you're looking at the shield restoring 852 HP for 465 gigajoules. That's roughly 1.83 HP per gigajoule, and the armor restores 852 HP, the same as the shield, but for 262 gigajoules. That's 3.25 HP per gigajoule. This seems like a huge advantage for armor, but as we said earlier, this is not really the case if you go a little deeper into both tanks. Let's look at the reactive shield versus the armor modules. 16.46 times 4 equals a 65.84% total resistance bonus for shield, and when looking at the armor, you got 13.16 times 4 equals 52.64% total resistance. Now let's have a look at the adaptive modules. 32.92 times 4 is 131.68% total resistance for shield, and looking at armor, 19.75 times 4 equals only 79% total resistance. This essentially means that armor tanking needs to run 2 times adaptive resistances to get the same as 1 shield resistance module after the diminishing returns, of course. The reactive hardener for armor compares pretty well with the shield module, but still lags behind, especially considering how big the up to 23% difference is when it comes to the min-maxing side of things. You will always want to get the most out of your modules. In regards to the above tanking differences, yes, shield does use more capacitor than armor. However, the sheer power of shield resistance modules allows the shield tankers to use less cycles, and less cycles use less capacitor. Just means you have to be a little bit more active on the cycle management than armor, and potentially just use 1 or 2 modules, freeing up a slot for a capacitor battery, generating 40% free total cap to be used in a burst situation without impacting the actual levels of capacitor left after. Not to mention freeing up a slot for another damage mod or prop mod, for example. And then the fact that the shield reps at the start of a cycle and armor reps at the end of a cycle. You have to be much more aware of incoming damage as armor, as if you're about to take a lot of damage, it could take up to 9 seconds, which in Eve Echoes time is a long ass time, and could be quite a decent amount of damage depending on what is being fired at you. Now let's get into the kicker. The real reason shield is the king of Eve Echoes and why armor is severely lacking. The shield field generator modules. The medium faction shield field module gives a massive 53% resistance when activated with a fuel consumption of 400 gigajoules with an optimal range of 15 kilometers. But it does bloom your signature radius by 500%, making you a titan on grid. But this really doesn't matter that much. When you activate this module and the shield goes up, the damage incoming gets redirected to the Guardian ship with the module equipped. Please keep in mind that the damage taken is based on the Guardian ship's resistance profile. Please remember this one point. Being a massive brick wall with the actual module activated. You will hit this shield for a very little damage compared to what you will see later. This also makes the lives of your Logi much easier as you really only have to target 1 ship to rep. Now let's take a look at the faction mid armor link. This module basically takes 50% of the damage from all allies within 15 kilometers and 55% when activated. Seems pretty nice, right? Wrong. If an enemy fleet spreads damage while the Guardian will take the same amount of damage, the Logi will have a harder time keeping up with all the ships in their fleet being damaged at the same time. Now here's another kicker. The damage you do to the armor link does not go off of the Guardian ship's resistance profile. The damage is calculated from whoever you are hitting's resistance profile. So if an enemy fleet is smart, they will target the weakest resistance profiles in a fleet and hit the Guardian ship for maximum damage, ignoring his resistances completely. And that is why shield beats armor. Now I know you are thinking, but if you get inside of the shield field, it makes it pointless. In order to tank effectively with armor, a lot of the time you are going to be using plates, which actually slows your already slow ships down even more, while most shield-based ships have faster speeds from the get-go, so shield fleets can effectively just range you down from 15 kilometers plus with you not even damaging the fleet themselves. Now there is one way we can fix this. You can actually allow the armor link to go off the resistances of the Guardian ship, and that is pretty much the only way without changing the actual mechanic of the armor link to fix this problem. Now it's still not going to be the be-all end-all and make armor as equal as shield. It's always just going to be shield is going to be more powerful, mainly because of the actual massive resistance bonus you get from the shield field module. To the armor link's 0% resistance. I want to thank you all for watching. If you could put this issue in the EVE suggestions channel of the official EVE Echoes Discord, that would be amazing and help the game as a whole out. Remember to like and sub if you found this useful. This is your one-stop shop for EVE Echoes. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.